Alright guys, so welcome back. As you see, we have what looks to be a moped front end on what I think is a 212 Motovox. He said it's a 80cc and he bored it over, but to me this here resembles that there 212. Same gas tank mounts, governor delete it looks like. Different intake boot. That actually is a intake mount for a 50cc GY6 moped, I bet. I have one laying around. Might do that to that. Pretty good idea, why not? But pull start's broke. I got a piece of rope over here. So I need to bleed the brakes out and put some fluid in it, because the front brakes don't work. Need to find a cord for the rear brakes. That way we have rear brakes on it. So yeah. This looks a little bent up and jank, but it works full throttle and returns all the way, so I'm not too worried. So first things first, I'm gonna pull this little cap off the front brakes and bleed them out. Well, there's the problem with the front brakes needing to be bled out. There's exactly zero fluid in the reservoir, so let's change that. Bike's leaning a bit much, so yep, gonna make a mess. So I'm gonna stand the bike up and do this. Alright guys, so I gave up on bleeding the brakes because it's getting dark. Ooh, fell off the kickstand. Yeah, it's getting dark, so I went for a ride video to check it out and test it out, see how it does. And well, back to the brakes. I gave up on them because as I was getting them bled out, you guys can't see well, but down back in there on the left side, it's missing a pad completely. No pad, just one. So gave up on the brakes, went for a little test ride, and it was acting funny. So I pushed it back home, tried to pull start it a few times, and it does not want to start. So, and it's like super easy to roll over by hand. Looks like there's splatters of oil coming out the exhaust. So yeah. So we got my drill here. We're gonna see if we can get this thing to fire up. Nothing. I'm pretty sure it might be blown up. It has like low compression or something. Not enough compression to stay running, question mark? Alright, well, it's got a good clutch on it. I'm going to try to take this carburetor off and see if I can put it on this intake that's over here hiding. Try to get that engine running and put on here. So, yeah. We're still going to do something with it. We're going to hook up the back brakes. It's a good frame. Worst case scenario, I throw the torque converter on here and the 212 off the pocket bike. So, we'll see. Hold on. So I just pulled the spark plug out, and yeah, if I can get my camera to focus. Looks like there's not really a gap, and it's very dirty. So we're about to clean this and throw it back in and see if Alright, she's still alive. But we need to figure out why there's so much oil getting on the spark plug to make it want to foul out like that. Because that's not good. But clean the carburetor. because I'm pretty sure that's gummed up a little bit, not wanting to let it idle right. But yeah, let's tear into it. Alright guys, so I took it for a second test ride. I haven't cleaned the carburetor yet, or nothing, and well, yeah. It's running. It runs a little funny, so carburetor does still need to be cleaned. But as I was coming down the street on my way home, I was literally like 3 houses away coming down a hill, and this happened. Yeah. Like, and the wheel doesn't turn. So, I guess here in this video, we're going to clean the carburetor and find this brake pad, hopefully for the front, and fix the handlebars or see what we got out back. Because, yeah. Oh, wow. It's been welded. And, haha. Welds are not good welds. So, no wonder it snapped. I'll clean this up actually. Pull the front, or the bottom half down off the front end. Clean it up, see what it looks like, and possibly try to weld it back together. I'm not sure. Alright guys, I didn't record, but I cut all the crap welds off the handlebars here that were on the Motovox. I started looking. This is like a moped gooseneck that they cut down, because the standard one's like twice as long. So these were originally cut down and shortened. So what I did is I cut all the weld off and cleaned it all up and re-welded it back together. So I'm going to put it back on there, and it should be ready to go for another ride. Alright guys, it's a bit smoky, but that was from me welding. I put a little air filter on here. Got the handlebars all welded back up. Got it all put back together. So it's basically ready for a ride, except for I gotta find a cable for the rear. And I just snagged these pads off a moped in the backyard. And hopefully one of those, or that set, will work on here. So I'm about to take this tire apart and see if we can get brakes. So the brake pads I had, they do not work with the caliper that's on this. So I'm going to have to order some pads. That'll be in part 2. I'm also going to be pulling the engine off and changing it out. So we'll be looking for that. That'll be in part 2 also. Part 2 for sure, engine being pulled. And I will be looking for a cable for at least the rear brake line while waiting for the front brake pads to come in. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.